Thank you, Lush Cosmetics, for your donation to our work so far in 2018. Here's what we did with the money. We bought 500 microSD cards and loaded them up and sent them to Lesvos for distribution to new arrivals on the islands. Our research shows that information is essential to new people who arrive on the islands. They do not have internet connectivity and cannot understand the complicated procedures.
ما حدا بيعطي. ياما سألنا المعلومات، سألنا الUN، سألنا الIMA وكل المنظمات عم نسألهم، يعني كلام اللي بيرد عليك بيقول لك أنا ما بعرف شيء.
ما أخذنا ولا معلومة، بس على المهربي وهن توكلوا على حطونا بالجزيرة وراحوا، ونحن توكلنا على الله. والله لك شفنا اللي قدامنا اللي قبل كانوا هون، سألناهم اللي صار لهم 15 يوم 5 أيام 10 أيام شو عملتوا؟ وين رحتوا؟ لحتى سجلتوا حالكم.
And this has catastrophic results. People are very grateful, and hopefully this SD card distribution will mean hundreds of people will be better prepared and have a successful outcome to their applications, and at the very least understand their rights. Thank you. We went out on the streets of Paris at the invitation of the Paris Ground Support Teams and MSF to research the provision of information for refugees living on the streets in freezing temperatures in summer tents. As always, we got down and dirty in the tents and talked to the people who live there. We evidenced the lack of information and the necessity of microSD cards for Paris. We trialed the cards, they got a thumbs up, and we're now working out next steps. The conditions for asylum seekers in Paris are appalling. The research is available if you want to see it. Our work in Greece. We made a new animation for French speakers surviving on the Greek islands on how to prepare for their asylum interview.
Vous avez le droit à l'asile. Pour faire usage de ce droit, vous devez faire une demande d'asile au service d'asile grec.
This film was much needed on the islands as there are many French speakers. They were so grateful when we shared it with them. We then made no less than 11 films that were requested by asylum seekers during our research on Chios last year. We made them in conjunction with the legal team Lesbos and our partners at Translators Without Borders. These essential films cover all the procedures on the islands, from reception and registration to the appeal stage. This information has been deliberately withheld for the last 2 years, since the EU-Turkey deal was struck with catastrophic consequences for asylum seekers on the Greek islands. So we are really proud to have pulled this off, especially as we are a tiny organisation. It's safe to say that the authorities who withheld the information are rather taken aback. Here's a quick look. Reception and registration.
फिंगरप्रिंटिंग के मरहले से गुजरना पड़ेगा और ईयू में दाखिले के पहले मौके को यूरोडेक डेटाबेस में रिकॉर्ड किया जाएगा। कौमियत की ये जांच फ्रंटेक्स, यूरोपीय सरहदी और कोस्ट गार्ड एजेंसी और पुलिस की तरफ से की जाएगी।
Border procedures.
جاء في بيان الاتحاد الأوروبي أنه ابتداء من 20 مارس 2016 سوف تتم إعادة كل
The admissibility interview.
يمكن أن يكون هذا مع المكتب الأوروبي لدعم اللجوء أو دائرة اللجوء اليونانية.
The films are now available in no less than 5 languages on our website, on our YouTube channel, and on our microSD cards. We also involve the beneficiaries of our work, and so we traveled to Lesvos to test the films and launch them. They were a huge success. The asylum seekers loved them. They are being shown in the community centres all over the islands. They're being shared on the SD cards and Bluetoothed also. There has been a massive spike in our website hits. Euro Relief, the biggest NGO managing Moria Camp, are buying TV screens in sections A, B and C containment sections and playing the films on a loop. This is huge. This means that all new arrivals to Lesvos will now have access to the procedures in languages and formats that they prefer. We are also in Karatap. We gathered together support on Lesvos from the local grassroots orgs and reloaded the SD cards and included the new films. We set up info points in community centres, legal centres, and places frequented by asylum seekers that point people to the website and the films. And here our SD cards are also distributed. We distributed 6,000 leaflets about the films and provided 10,000 more for future distribution. We recruited new volunteers from the refugee community who absolutely love what we do. While we were on the island, we won an award, beating the Red Cross, the Red Crescent, and the World Health Organization. We travelled to Izmir on our way back to Germany to meet with Turkish human rights lawyers to plan how we get information to people before they travel that counteracts the lies they are told by the smugglers. We agreed while we're there to make a new film with Turkish lawyers giving advice to people on what to do, who to call if they're deported from Greece to Turkey. This is so essential. People simply disappear when they are deported to Turkey. They're sent back to war zones illegally, and we want to change that. If we can secure funding, we are also discussing setting up a deportation monitoring service to track the progress of deportees and ensure they get the legal help they need. We are planning to translate all our new films into Turkish at the request of the Turkish lawyers we met so that they understand the procedures. They have invited us back to a seminar that they will organize so that we can show the films and train them on the procedures. Finally, we paid our translators for the next round of translations for our future work. We have paid for 100,000 words in any language we need. We still have a little cash left, so you can see that we really do make the best use of funds. We did such a lot with the funds. We do hope you will continue to support our essential work. We still have a lot to do. So thank you, Lush. You really are lush, and we couldn't have done any of this without you.